tonight. Notre Dame coming off a win against NC State on Sunday. We'll get it started with Lily Fenton. Strong attack already from the Hurricanes. It's Neilani Feliciano on the board.
Feliciano able to find the gap in the Fighting Irish defense, and they're able to get the first point of the match. A bit out of position from the Fighting Irish.
To Helmers goes Notre Dame. And Notre Dame ties it at 1 apiece.
We talked about blocking being the factor right there. Fighting Irish, a pair of them. It's Bjork and Aji.
Notre Dame took Pitt to 5 sets a few weeks ago. It was largely thanks to the blocking that slowed down that Panther offense. They've got some big hitters going up against them in Miami tonight. They'll need some help from the middle as the point goes to the Hurricanes. 2-1 the lead for Miami. Number 6, Ariana Rodriguez, leads the team in service aces, a ACC team in Miami that leads the conference behind the service line. Dug out nicely by Dockery. To Aurelia Cologne go the Hurricanes. Back set now to the other side for Amina Njai. And it's 3-1.
And the Hurricanes right there do a great job keeping it in system. The Fighting Irish continuing their blocking, but it's the Hurricanes who come away with the point right there.
Rodriguez, the sophomore from New York City, third on the team in blocks, 935 assists. She's got an ace there. 4-1, the Hurricane lead. Miami had a home and away set against Florida State in an impressive showing from the offense in both games. Serviceur Rodriguez sends it to Notre Dame. And Anna Bjork.
So an ace and then an error from Rodriguez, one of the top serving setters in the ACC and among national leaders in aces per set.
Bjork trailing 2, serving it for Notre Dame. Set down by Najee. She'll do that quite a bit from the right side when she has the chance. Najee, the freshman outside hitter from Dallas, Texas, 62 sets played, 79 kills. She just made it 80 with her team down 1. Over to Feliciano. They'll go to the left side for Amina Njai. And the serve goes over to Aurelia Cologne.
Njai finding the gap in the middle there against the Irish.
Top spin serve misses wide. So the service error makes it 5-4 Miami. As Maya Baker steps on, the freshman from San Jose, California.
And Grace Langer in as well for the Fighting Irish.
Service error Notre Dame.
We've seen a couple service errors from both sides here, Will. Both teams trying to feel each other out here early on.
Feliciano over to Gardy. Tipped around by Miami. It went outside the antenna, so the point goes to Notre Dame.
And a great roll shot there for the Fighting Irish, catching the Hurricanes off guard in the front. Able to get that point.
Notre Dame 5 points on 2 kills. It's Gardy now. You'll see a top spin serve from her. She can be dangerous with that. It's dug out by Aurelia Cologne. Now to the left side. Danilovic was trying to tap it over, but the Irish counter and tie set number 1 up.
And it's Langer who leads the team in blocks, altering the spin on that one.
Gardy, 24 service aces. The problem has been service errors. That was service error number 63 on the season. The serve goes to Miami. And Amina Njai. 24 service aces for the freshman from Orlando. 7-6, the Hurricane lead. Dockery almost overpasses it. It's bobbled around. The point goes to the Hurricanes. We talked to Coach Rockwell. That first ball was going to be just so important, especially trying to get a lot of offense incorporated. They're talented from the outside with Gardy and Helmers, but they need good passes to get that whole offense in system.
And in order to have great offense and great passes, Notre Dame has run the 2 libero set, as we can see now with Evans and Dockery for the Fighting Irish.
You see it twice in a row there. A bit of an overpass. Really put this Irish offense off balance, and it'll be Njai remaining with the serve. 9-6, the Hurricane lead. Over to Evans. Saved by Baker. Back set for Wilson. The kill for Miami.
Strong kill from Wilson, finding the gap between the Fighting Irish, between Helmers and the defensive specialist, Kaylee Dockery.
Wilson is really good on the block. Some offense there from the senior from Turkey. Here's Helmers, one of her first swings of the night. She finds the hardwood.
Helmers, the transfer from Texas, junior, originally from Hebron, Kentucky. And with authority brings it down on these Hurricanes.
Maisie Alexander steps in to serve. That's what she is good at, and that's really what her role has been this year. In at the libero. Cordes. And the point goes to Miami. Notre Dame thought they had it for a second. Sonja Danilovic, the freshman from Belgrade, Serbia, 22 sets played, came over from the Serbian national team. Helmers, pair of deflections, Miami in system. Floater from Heredia Cologne. Left side handled. Dockery tried to bail it out, but Rodriguez gets the kill for the Hurricanes.
And the Fighting Irish are making the other players do the work on Miami. Heredia Cologne trying to get the kill on that one. This time it's Rodriguez after Heredia Cologne gets stopped by the blockers.
Pancake there from Evans. Bails him out on the Danilovic serve. And some off-balance play from Notre Dame and some effective play from the front of this Miami offense. Puts them up 13-7.
The Hurricanes have been able to keep the Fighting Irish off balance. This game was close early on, but the Hurricanes have pulled it away a bit. 13-7 they lead. Position setting.
Point goes to Notre Dame. Coach Rockwell talked to the luxury of having 3 viable options in the setting group as Harmony Sample steps on, or Lily Fenton, I beg your pardon, steps on to serve. One of those setters. She didn't play her first 2 seasons in the program, and she's really emerged, like you said, Luke, with a lot of efficiency late here in ACC play. Wilson, the kill for the Hurricanes. They lead 6.
That one off the foot of Evans as it hits the hardwood.
Wilson saw some action at Kansas State in their first years of collegiate play. Right side for Najee. Up on the tape, back to Notre Dame. They'll try Helmers from the left. And she finds the back line.
Great teamwork there by the Fighting Irish. Able to get to home base quickly after the serve and a quick redirect from the Hurricanes. They're able to get that ball down and get the point.
Sydney Helmers, the junior outside hitter, spent her first 2 collegiate seasons at Texas. She, along with Gardy, have really led the way for this attack group for Notre Dame. Gardy with 353 kills. Sydney Helmers close behind at 204. The offense is really coming from them. And the service error gives it to Miami.
Service error from Helmers, but we talked about her with Coach Rockwell before this one. Opponents will try to slow down Gardy, and it's been Helmers who's been able to step up on the other side as the outside hitter for the Fighting Irish.
Those two know that they are the ones targeted by opponents. If you want to beat Notre Dame, you got to slow down Gardy, and you have to slow down Helmers. And those two have embraced the challenge this year. And their team gets the point.
Two Hurricanes combined for a block now, but that one out of play. Fighting Irish will get the point and get the rotation going now with Bjork at the service.
Bjork over to Danilovic. Strong outside attack from Aurelia Colon.
And Aurelia Colon showing her power there and her poise, hitting a hard line.
You can't say enough about the accolades she has racked up down in Miami. Played on the Dominican national team before her collegiate career. And she has been outstanding for the Hurricanes all year long. Gardy, nicely dug out by the Hurricanes, but a quick response from the Notre Dame offense gets the point.
Gardy's hard angle hit there, and then it was Langer's roll shot at the end that'll get the point for the Fighting Irish.
Feliciano with a nice pancake there to keep the point alive. But it's the Irish finishing it off. And Maya Baker the serve now. Danilovic overpassed it. It was handled by Feliciano on the return from the Irish. Finally the point, Miami, and another kill to Danilovic.
A great dig out by Dockery, but no one home for the Fighting Irish to recollect that one.
Feliciano to serve. She goes to Gardy, and the Irish will try Cordes. To the outside now, middle shot from Wilson. Kept alive by Dockery, back to Cordes go the Irish, the deflection. And it looks like there wasn't a deflection. And point number 18 on the board for Miami.
Cordes just put a little too much strength on that ball. We'll send it out of play. Looked like it was stopped from the Hurricanes. Irish have been playing back on their heels.
And there's a nice ace from Feliciano, just floated one in the middle there.
Feliciano leads the ACC in aces per set serving team, leading their backcourt right there with an ace for the Miami Hurricanes.
Ariana Rodriguez. 2 kills, excuse me, Luke, 2 kills. Good. And let's take a look at just how strong she has been already. Some assists from Ariana Rodriguez, the setter. And she's been a big part of getting her team up 8.
Right, leads the ACC in aces, second in assists, as well as being third on the team in blocks with 50. A whopping margin for Ariana Rodriguez.
2 for 2 on the attack tonight. Last season, she was third in the ACC in assists, 8.74 assists per set. Triple-double last year, and you look at just how much she contributes in all parts of the game, Luke.
Yeah, 2-time ACC setter of the week. All around Ariana, indeed. Blocks, aces, digs, all over the stat board here for this redshirt sophomore from New York. And Coach Keno Gandara highlights her as being a volleyball player first, doing what she's good at and just setting it up for Heredia Colon, as well as the rest of her teammates, and playing that dominant second position there for the Miami Hurricanes.
It'll be Feliciano again on the serve for the Hurricanes. Talented serving team. They lead the ACC in aces. It's Rodriguez, Heredia Colon, and Wilson leading in that category. Feliciano's been effective 2 tonight. Floater over to Dockery. Baker will try Gardy from the right side. Notre Dame answers.
Morgan Gardy coming alive, bringing the party here to Purcell Pavilion. Gets the Fighting Irish back one more as they trail by 7 to the Hurricanes. Sophomore from Angola, Indiana, just a little hour outside of South Bend.
2 kills for Gardy. The serve now for her. Middle attack from Wilson. Can't be reeled in by Notre Dame. Dahlia Wilson, the senior middle blocker. Some flashes of offense too. 3 kills now for her.
The transfer from Kansas State.
Led the team in blocks last year, 3rd most in kills. Listed at 6'4" from Manisa Turkey. Helmers tries to float it over the block. It's kept alive by Danilovic. Baker, long setup for Helmers. Too strong. Miami getting close in set number 1.
Yeah, Helmer's unable to get the angle there against the Hurricanes. And they lead now by 9 over the Fighting Irish.
Njai. Helmers this time has it. Left side attack right down the line.
Helmer's able to establish her versatility on the outside hitter position. We've seen a couple roll shots that she's had, floating it over to the middle blockers. This time, finding the seam between the 2 Hurricanes and getting the kill there.
Alexander in now. 7 service aces for the serving specialist. Cordes sends a free ball over to the Hurricanes. Clever drop shot by Ariana Rodriguez. But the point Notre Dame, or no, I beg your pardon. Initially we saw a point to that side. The point did go on the drop shot to Rodriguez, and the serve now for the Hurricanes. Helmers bobbles it around. They send a free ball over. And it's Heredia Colon tooling the block. Point Hurricanes.
And in the pregame, we talked about the necessity for the Fighting Irish to need to not just block it, but switch up the spin on the blocks. That time, the spin went straight out of play after the powerful kill from Heredia Colon.
Baker to the middle go the Irish. They miss wide from Anna Bjork. And it's set point for the Miami Hurricanes. The team riding a 6-match win streak. And they are hot to get started here in South Bend. Helmers gets a deflection, keeps this set alive for Notre Dame. Seen a lot on that left side from Sydney Helmers. He's got 4 kills. Gardy is next with 2. Notre Dame will need to get both of them rolling if they want to take a set against the Hurricanes. Lucy Trump serves well. She has it now. Set point Miami. Wilson blocked. The other side to Heredia Colon. Nicely dug out by Evans. Drop shot Najee, kept alive by Miami. Free ball over to Dockery. Trump, she'll try Helmers. Line shot goes to Miami. And the Hurricanes take set number 1 here in South Bend.
Phenomenally for the Miami Hurricanes.
1 total team block for the Fighting Irish. Helmers reels in the opening serve. They try Gardy. She was pretty quiet in set number 1, but she finds the back line there.
Gardy both quiet in the first set. Also, not the most vocal leader in the world, but also something that she's working on with the team. But when she speaks, everyone listens as that captain role on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Lucy Trump and Morgan Gardy, the 2 captains for this Notre Dame team, as Wilson picks up where she left off. The senior middle blocker.
From Manisa Turkey here at the service now with 4 kills on the night.
Over to Helmers. Fenton back set for Najee. And the point goes to the Hurricanes.
Najee tries to hit line there. Another ball out of play for the Fighting Irish.
Najee, a strong arm from the outside. As the service ace for Wilson.
Wilson, another threat for the Hurricanes against this Fighting Irish team. Miami's top middle and one of the most dominant blockers in the ACC.
And the point to Notre Dame. We talked about that service reception early in the show. As if Notre Dame wants to take this set, you've got Helmers and Gardy. They've got 7 combined kills, but behind them, it's 3 spread out around Cordes, Langer, and Najee. So they'll need help from the outside and the middle. They try the outside with Helmers. Back to Heredia Cologne. Dockery tried to bail him out, but a big kill for the senior.
Heredia Cologne's power is unmatched. Zora hit on it earlier on. Heredia Cologne playing with players older than she is, playing up, and now the level has gone down as she hits a hard angle. Dockery trying to do something with that one, but unable to as it goes straight out of play.
Line shot, big kill for the Hurricanes. Rodriguez.
Rodriguez up to 3 kills now on the evening. Gardy unable to dig that one out for the Fighting Irish, and the Hurricanes will get the service back.
Came in leading the team with 60 service aces. This time it's passed up by Dockery. Outside for Cordes. One-handed bailout from Rodriguez. Free ball over, dug out by Helmers, but no, looks like she didn't do it. It hit the ground. Helmers tried for the pancake, and looks like she had it, but the officials say no.
A very close call on that one, Will, but service will go back to the Hurricanes, who lead 6-2 in the set.
It's quite the save from Rodriguez there. And she puts together a string of production from the service line. Poked down by Grace Langer.
Langer with the swing kill there, seemingly dunking the ball over the net on the Miami Hurricanes. Get one back to the Fighting Irish.
Kill number 82 or 83 from Langer, the sophomore middle blocker from Centennial, Colorado. Quickly the point back to Miami.
And Will, another service error from Morgan Gardy on the evening, bringing her up to 2.
High risk, high reward. High jumping topspin serve that she's developed over the course of this season. Heredia Cologne, strong serve, overpassed by Helmers to the libero Feliciano. Dug out by Gardy. They'll try Helmers on the left, the deflection, and the Irish point. 7-4.
Irish have a great rotation on that ball, able to work together, and now after that, Langer is 1 away with 3 on the night from 100 blocks on the season.
Back set, back row attack from Heredia Cologne. They try Njai. Overpassed by the Irish, and that falls flat. And the point to Miami.
Baker tries to set that one up for the Fighting Irish. A great effort, but that one a little too far at the net. Unable to corral it back for her team. The freshman from San Jose, California, attending Archbishop Mitty High School.
Miami 18 kills to Notre Dame's 12. But add on one more for the Fighting Irish. They find the line.
Helmers brings it down with poise. And the Hurricanes deflect. Ball stays in play. And it's the Fighting Irish who get the point.
Helmers, kill number 6 on the night. Service error Irish. We'll give it to Amina Njai. Came in tonight, 24 service aces across 26 service errors. for the freshman from Orlando. Two-time AAU All-American, listed at 6'1". Dockery sets up Helmers. Drop shot to the front row, somehow handled by Rodriguez. Back row middle, Gardy. And there goes Wilson, hammering it down, right down Main Street.
Both teams exchange drop shots there and then swing shots, and it's that time. Wilson, a middle blocker, coming down with the kill. Splits the seam on the Fighting Irish.
Fenton back set for Helmers. They'll try the junior again. Back row from Aurelia Colon. There she goes again. 8 kills now.
The strength at play here. We talked to Coach Gandata. The Hurricanes lifting every day, on season, off season. And you can see the strength at play there from Aurelia Colon, who brings it down with authority on the Fighting Irish.
Service error sends it back to Notre Dame. Seen quite a few today. 5 from Notre Dame, 4 from Miami. And this time it's the junior transfer Helmers with a service ace of her own. Error, I beg your pardon, a service error of her own. And it's Sonia Danilovic. Earned gold at the Balkan National Championships in her native Europe. And she finds the ace.
She'll get the ace there. Her father, Predrag Danilovic, played in the NBA. And she's been working on her smooth ball control. And that time getting the ace.
Dockery to Fenton, over to Gardy. Sent right at Durst. And Gardy gets the kill.
Gardy, another kill. Surpassed 500 kills in her career after the Wake Forest match on Friday.
York the serve. Drop shot, Rodriguez finds the middle.
No one home for the Fighting Irish. That one right in the middle of the court. After the top spin serve from Bjork. And this one will go back to the Hurricanes now.
Wilson, the Helmers, overpassed, hammered down by Rodriguez. Miami 15, Notre Dame 7. As we step aside here in South Bend, Aurelia Colon leads the way with 8. Wilson with 5. As this Miami Hurricane team keeps on rolling. .42 kills in that first game of the 2-game set against the Seminoles. They'll go to the senior from the DR. Twice in a row, she misses outside on that attack. Notre Dame the point.
And a part of the Fighting Irish game plan was definitely to stop at Aurelia Colon, mitigate her, shut her down. They've done that to an extent, but she still leads the team here for the Miami Hurricanes.
You mentioned slowing down that leading part of the offense in Aurelia Colon. Coach Rockwell mentioned you got to take kind of the edge off of those top players, but you can't forget about the rest of this talented ACC team as the threats come from all over. You look at Wilson, you look at Ava Carney, who's out tonight, but nonetheless, plenty of threats to stop.
That's right, Will. 18 of the 21 kills coming after the timeout were from Aurelia Colon, Rodriguez and Wilson. Rodriguez and Wilson both each with 5. Aurelia Colon was with 8, just notched in her 9th on the night as the Hurricanes lead 16-8.
Rodriguez, it's tipped off the tape, kept alive by Notre Dame. And Gardy tried cross court, she missed wide.
Another great serve from Rodriguez. Just goes to show how she runs Miami's fast-paced, pin-focused offense. As another timeout is going to be called here.
Point. Notre Dame has struggled to get Helmers and especially Gardy good looks. And then really not much from the middle with Bjork or Langer either.
And even if they're able to get it back over to the Hurricanes, it's the quick attack from Miami that's kind of had the Irish on their heels and a little bit off balance where they're unable to do those attacks, as you mentioned, Will.
Two of those aces from Ariana Rodriguez, the sophomore from New York City. Over to Lucy Trump. They'll try Trump, more of a defensive player now, but some offense there. Aurelia Colon. You just can't stop her.
And somehow splitting the seam even as the pair of Irish blockers team up to try to slow that one down. The Hurricanes will get the point and lead by 10.
All ACC first team last year, Flor Maria Aurelia Colon. And second in kills her sophomore year. So they have had her for a while, and she has been good.
That's Rodriguez who will notch on her third service ace on the night as Dockery unable to dig that one out.
Add on another ace for Rodriguez. 19-8, the Hurricane lead. Finally sent into the tape. Will go to Notre Dame.
A rare error at service for Rodriguez there.
No service aces for the Fighting Irish. With Gardy, she's got plenty of them this year. But she also has done that a lot too. She misses far on the spin serve.
That's right, third service error on the night for Gardy. And this one will head back over to the Hurricanes and Flor Maria Aurelia Colon.
Here's the senior. Just wide off the far corner.
That one going to be an error. We talked about her career high a couple weeks ago, and service aces with 8. That time will be an error, and this one will go back to the Fighting Irish.
To the far side for Danilovic. The kill for the freshman.
Danilovic hitting that one hard angle into the seam of the Fighting Irish defense. No one home. Hurricanes point.
Melania Feliciano now on a service error. Coach Gandara told us this was a physical Irish team, well coached. They do what they do, and they're good at what they try to do, especially from the outsides on that attack. But you look today, and they have been able to put the Irish in a position where Gardy really hasn't gotten going. The point to Notre Dame and the serve to Lucy Trump.
Gandara's goal coming into this one was to make it hard for the Fighting Irish to set the middle and also to take away their attacking preferences. This match has been played majority from the service, it seems. Many service aces as well as errors from both sides.
Amina Njai, 23 matches played, 125 kills, came in with 24 service aces. York tried to tap it down. This time the Irish attack with Helmers. Najee dropped it down, kept alive by Feliciano. Helmers again. Tried to poke it over both rows. She can't. 23 on the board for Miami.
A great job by the Fighting Irish trying to keep that one alive, but Helmers rolls that one just a bit too far. They played against some high-quality teams in the ACC. It's a difficult conference for volleyball. So in order to prepare them for the postseason, just keeping Gardy in front of them, obviously not letting her get off, and she hasn't tonight.
Njai the Gardy on the serve. Helmers sends it to Aurelia Colon. Cross court to Danilovic, excuse me. And it falls, and the point to Miami.
Wilson standing tall there over Dockery. And now the Hurricanes are 1 point away, and with Njai at the service.
Enjoy. Too far. And Notre Dame will have Helmer's serve with Miami at set point.
Fighting Irish switching things up at setter as Harmony Sample checks into the game.
Helmers to Danilovic, contested at the net. Gardy, strong attack, the kill on the cross court.
That time Gardy coming to life, doing what she does best, finding her opportunity and seizes the moment to get the point for the Fighting Irish, leader of this team and leader by example.
Helmer, 6 kills on the night and the serve. Dug out by Aurelia Colon, poked over to Notre Dame. Gardy tries to drop it in from the middle, kept alive by Durst. A crazy point finally goes to the Hurricanes. They lead 2-0 here in South Bend. It's been Aurelia. You look at the aces too. Notre Dame completely quiet in that category. To the 6 service aces for the Hurricanes. Helmers gets us going in set number 3. Notre Dame trails 2-0. Aurelia Colon has it blocked. Chichi Naji leading the way.
4 hands up, Will. You see it right there for the Fighting Irish. Bull and Naji combining. A bit of an assist off the net to keep that one alive for the Irish. Unable to split the seam, the Hurricanes are. Flor Maria Aurelia Colon had been able to do that before earlier in the match. The Fighting Irish coming to life here.
The set tied. You saw Mallory Bull in there as well. She's only played 9 sets so far, 8 kills recorded. 15 matches last year in her rookie year. And she got in on that Naji block as well. Sample keeps it alive for Gardy. To the middle for Mallory Bull. And she's on the board.
Bull will rotate out there, but like you mentioned, gets on the board for the Irish with that hit over. And it's going to be Langer checking in at the middle blocker.
Feliciano sets up Aurelia Colon. She can't tool the block, and a couple blocks have given this Notre Dame offense some life.
Some life at that. Momentum shifting in favor of the Fighting Irish. A combination, all 3. Gardy, Langer, and Naji combining.
Aurelia Colon, the deflection and the kill. She has handled so much of the workload for the Miami Hurricanes. Coming in tonight, she had 549 kills. In second was Dahlia Wilson with 152.
A whopping margin at that for Aurelia Colon. Managing the workload by managing her body and managing endurance throughout this season.
Hurricanes coming in at 21-4, so it's not like a team at the bottom of their conference relying on one player. This is a good team that nonetheless is getting so much from the senior outside hitter. So point goes to Notre Dame.
Gardy could have swing shot killed that one down, but slows up the Hurricanes in confusion, catches them jumping, and will gather the point for the home squad.
Kill number 6 for Morgan Gardy. She's now tied with Sydney Helmers. Maya Baker, solid serve, and the point for Notre Dame. They lead 5-2.
This is what the Fighting Irish were able to do last week against NC State, able to dig deep and gather some momentum to try to get back one set, being down 2.
The freshman from San Jose, California, again from the service line. Aurelia Colon tools the block, the Hurricane point. Strong answer from the Hurricanes.
Aurelia Colon in the right position that she needs to be. Not too close to the net, not too far. Gets the right angle for the Fighting Irish to do that block.
She has the serve now. Top spin serve dug out by Helmers, now Gardy. Over to Aurelia Colon. That ball nearly hit the scoreboard on the pass up, and the point goes to Miami.
That one reaching the heavens here, Will. Almost hitting that shamrock Fighting Irish continue to lead, though, up 5-4.
Aurelia Colon again. Kept alive by Dockery. They try Lucy Trump on the cross court. She can't find the deflection, and the point to Miami. Lucy Trump's role has really evolved here at Notre Dame. Started off primarily as an offensive player in her initial seasons. She has even worn the libero jersey at some points this year, primarily being on defense, still a strong contributor from the service line. But they go to Trump again. She floats it over, and the kill.
Trump in her element, in her strong suit, striking from the outside is one of her strengths, as she does there with the rollover. Fighting Irish are able to get the point. It goes to show the versatility of Lucy Trump, like you mentioned, defensive player, playing some offense, playing some defense back again.
So after Trump gets her first kill, the service error gives it back to Neilani Feliciano, the senior from Plano, Texas.
Feliciano had a service ace earlier this evening.
She sends it to Gardy. Baker goes back for Trump. It was Njai keeping it alive. They'll try Trump again. Right down the line, right at Feliciano, and too strong. Trump, the second kill of the night.
The senior leading by example, coming to life, number 7 for the Fighting Irish. Another kill on the evening.
Trump getting her turn in the front row. Getting some kills from a new place for Notre Dame. Service error. Sends it to Miami. Service error number 11 for this Fighting Irish team. Here's Njai. 6'1" freshman. Baker goes to Gardy in the back row. She finds a gap in the center.
Gardy, great positioning, great timing, floating it over the seam, picking apart the Hurricane defense.
Trump will now serve. Just too far.
Service errors combined for both teams on the evening, 12 of them coming from the Fighting Irish.
Danilovic, 22 sets played for the Hurricanes. She'll serve now, set number 3 tied, Miami. 2-0 they lead. Back row, dug out by Feliciano, kept alive by Rodriguez. Free ball to Notre Dame, Dockery will try Helmers. Nifty shot to the middle.
Helmer's accuracy this evening has been the story for the Fighting Irish, as it brings her up to 7 kills as well. And take a look at this dig also on the Fighting Irish side. And they're able to get the kill with Helmers, who closes the deal, finds the middle of the Hurricane defense.
The whistle came as Helmers was serving. Could it have been a substitution violation here on the Hurricanes? We'll see what happened, but at any rate, the point goes to Miami as Coach Gandara is in discussions with the officials. Aurelia Colon has it dug out by Helmers. Helmers will float it from the back row, sends it into the net. 10-9, the Irish lead.
A great dig by Fenton, though, at that, to try to keep that one alive for the Fighting Irish. Helmers redirects that one right into the net.
Fenton back set for Najee. She's got the line. Maisie Alexander, the senior from Portland, Oregon. But a key returner, veteran presence in the back. Strong server, sends it to Danilovic. And there's Aurelia Colon again. Najee got up there, but the senior tools the block.
Aurelia Colon was quiet for a little bit there, Will, but making some noise on the Hurricanes side as they bring this one back to a 1-point margin.
14 kills for the senior. Dockery digs it out. They try Gardy. Kept alive by Feliciano. Back set for Njai. Too far, Notre Dame leads 2.
And the Fighting Irish have been digging deep, down by 2. We see the effort from the senior, Haley Dockery, making the pancake block to keep that play alive. And then it's the error from the Hurricanes.
They've slowed down Aurelia Colon just enough to be neck and neck here in set number 3.
And slow down a relative term though, Will, as she's at 14 kills, the combined number of kills that Helmers and Gardy have on the evening. But being able to slow down this threat is just the first step for the Fighting Irish while managing the rest of their team and not letting another player like Rodriguez or Wilson get off.
It's a missile of a serve at Helmers. It was overpassed, punched back down by the Hurricanes. You look at the hitting percentage, 361 for Miami, 147 for Notre Dame. So with set number 3 tied, it's Aurelia Colon. A little off speed on the serve, can't connect. Serve to Gardy, the point to Notre Dame. And this time, the sophomore finds that back line.
You mentioned high risk, high reward, Will. 3 service errors, now a service ace for Morgan Gardy on the evening.
Gardy, consecutive service aces. We step aside here in South Bend. Notre Dame, some life in set number 3.
Phenomenal, a fantastic leader and a really strong weapon we can't lose. And we've seen that malleability tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, Zora. 2 kills for the sophomore, or the senior, Lucy Trump, rather. As Notre Dame has expanded their offensive options a little bit. They get another point here, 16-12. They lead the set, as we might have a review here.
Seemed like the Hurricanes might have overshot.
The point went to Notre Dame. It's listed as an attack error by Aurelia Colon. As we'll have a look at this one pretty soon here. But for now, Notre Dame leads the set 4 points, extending what is for now a 4-0 scoring run.
That's right, Will, and that scoring run, that last point, only possible from Haley Dockery's ability to keep it in system for the Fighting Irish. They're facing a lot of firepower from the Miami Hurricanes, but the ability to keep it in system, keep the poise is what the Fighting Irish have been able to do, and that brought about this potential error on the Hurricane side, that being reviewed now.
It's like we might be looking at a question of whether there was a Notre Dame touch. Initial score would indicate no, but we'll take a look at this one. Point went to Notre Dame, and it's like it was Helmers up there. That left hand of the junior, did it deflect off those top fingers? If the answer is yes, the point will go to Miami. Luke, I mean, maybe you see some deflection there. It's got to be pretty clear, though.
Looking at the left.
So the call is reversed, the point to Miami. They did see that deflection off the hand of Helmers.
That's right. Contact off of the left ring finger caused enough spin on the ball to bring enough evidence to show that that one was tipped off Helmers, and the point will go to Miami as they have the service now.
Feliciano, after the review, that narrowed that Notre Dame lead to 2. Gardy from the back, shut down by Dahlia Wilson.
Wilson standing tall in the middle, says no to the Fighting Irish attack from Morgan Gardy. And Miami will get back-to-back points. Gardy trying to bring down some power, but it's Wilson denying that one.
Helmers into the block, gets the tool. Couple Hurricanes up there. Helmers gets it jammed up by the antenna. The 2-point Irish lead. And the serve to Grace Langer. Right side attack from Njai. They try Wilson. Helmers off balance, floats it over the top row. Back row from Heredia Cologne, and a nice shot finds the middle.
Gardy trying to dig that one out, but Heredia Cologne finds the sweet spot in the seam, right over those three blockers from the Irish, but just tipped in front of Morgan Gardy, unable to dig it out.
Amina Njai. Back to Gardy. Evans to Helmers, over to Feliciano. They'll try the back row with Heredia Cologne. Gardy off balance to Feliciano. Long point in progress. Trump keeps it alive. Notre Dame finally tries the middle, and it's Mallory Bull the kill.
Bull with their second kill on the evening. Haven't seen much of her this season. Great teamwork by the Fighting Irish and the front right of their attack, keeping those balls in play. Set up nicely by the freshman. And we'll get it over to Bull, the sophomore, for the kill.
Notre Dame almost had it set down. They'll get the free ball now over to Gardy. Trump to the outside, and Helmers kept alive by Durst. Bobbing around, the point to Notre Dame. They lead 3. We talked to Coach Rockwell about what it means to have a top 15 team coming to town. You can't ignore the number. The players know it, but she really stressed you prep for every match the same. And here in set number 3, after another service ace, they're in business against Miami.
That's right. 14th team in the nation, 4th team in the ACC. The Irish are hanging around, and a strong suit of that has been through their blocking, which has brought them to a 4-point lead. We talked about
who has been the centerpiece of this offense and will be for years now. We gotta get it rolling.
We talked to Coach Rockwell before. Yes, the Irish need to set the middle and play into their strong suits with the blocking. But the flip side of that is that they need to attack from the pins, those being Gardy and Helmers, when they get in that rotation. And they're able to play strong from the outside, kind of gathered up 16 kills total. Helmers with 9, Gardy with 7. The junior and the sophomore at it now for the Fighting Irish. Gardy with 4.36 kills per set on the season.
The last time Gardy didn't have double-digit kills in a match was October 30th, 2024 at Louisville. She's got 7 tonight. As Notre Dame puts on point number 20. But you key in on that and you say, if Notre Dame wants to finish off this set and then make a match out of this, Morgan Gardy will need to get rolling. To the middle for Danilovic. Dockery will set up Gardy from the back. Handled by Durst, the freshman, who's had a couple saves back there, and Miami gets the point.
That one close to the line. Irish thought they had that one. Great firepower in response to the Hurricanes' firepower. That time, though, from Gardy, but that ball sneaks inside, and the Hurricanes will get the point.
The freshman Olivia Durst has quietly put together some nice defense back there. 22 matches so far, 102 digs coming into tonight. As Miami tightens this one up, 20-17, the Notre Dame lead.
That's Wilson and Heredia Cologne who combined there, returned that ball to the sender.
Danilovic to Gardy. Fenton doing some setting. Najee gets up there again.
And that play, Will, was the game plan Rockwell talked about in the preview, executed to a T flawlessly by the Fighting Irish. You see the block, you see the attack from the pin, both at play here for Notre Dame, and they're able to get the point through that. Another point brings them up to 21 of those in this set.
We'll go to review right now. Looks like it was a question of whether the net was touched here, as our official informed us. We go to the video board for the second time tonight. Miami had a call overturned here. This point initially favored Notre Dame, going down as a block assist by Najee and another one by Mallory Bull, with Arelia Colon getting tabbed with the attack air. But we'll see here, after a close look at the net by our officials, whether this point goes to Miami. And over to the microphone. Looks like we'll go here. He's about to make the call. Looks like the net violation will reverse that call, give the point to Miami, and tighten this one up to a 2-point Notre Dame lead.
Yeah, 2-point turnaround there, Will. Fighting Irish were 4 away, but now 5, and the Hurricanes 7 to go in the set.
To look at it, and you look at that left hand of Najee at the very end there. You look at the Notre Dame lettering on the tape. It's like she clipped that with her left hand. Helmers, dug out by Feliciano. Big dig. Feliciano again, a relentless defensive effort from the senior. Fenton to the middle for Bull. Here's Arelia Colon. And Dockery can't dig it out. Another kill for the outside hitter.
Brings her up to 20 on the night. Arelia Colon, a dominant performance.
Came in with 549 kills on the season. That equated to just about 5.9%. And the 4-0 Miami scoring run has brought them within 1 in set number 3. And the set is tied.
The Hurricanes storming back here. They want to close this one right here, right now. Gardy a bit out of position. Tries to receive the serve. That one goes off her shoulder and out of play. And now the Fighting Irish with some rotation, some timeouts. Times out, I should say.
Notre Dame got to a sizable lead here in set number 3. It was thanks to getting a little bit more defense on Arelia Colon, but also some production from Lucy Trump. But these last 5 points went to Miami. Here's a look at 4 of them.
It was Arelia Colon for 2 of them. Great effort by Feliciano as well, the senior. Great digs on the Hurricane side of things. And that last one off the shoulder of Gardy from the service of Danilovic.
Arelia Colon hitting at 375. Ariana Rodriguez hitting at a clip of 833. So the efficiency and the power on the attack has sent the Hurricanes roaring back into set number 3 as they attempt a sweep of Notre Dame. It will be Sonja Danilovic, the freshman from Serbia, serving for the Hurricanes. She's got 2 service aces, 8 digs on the defensive side, and 2 kills on offense. Notre Dame tried to regroup with a timeout as they try to hold on in set number 3 against number 14. Helmers from the outside, the kill. Kill number 9 for the junior.
We talk about Helmer's ability to roll shot it, but she's not afraid to shake down the Thunder here in Purcell Pavilion as that one flies off of a hurricane into the third row.
Hurricanes down 1. Najee and Bull up there again. Back to Aurelia Colon, relentless blocking from the Fighting Irish. Najee and Bull, a wall up there.
A wall, an impenetrable wall that Hurricanes are unable to get through. That's the name of the game for the Fighting Irish tonight, playing to their strengths in the blocking.
We mentioned when they took Pitt to 5, it was the block that gave their offense enough of a margin. And the attack error is putting Notre Dame closer in set number 3. Miami will call timeout.
It's like the number 14 ranked Miami Hurricanes stepping up to the task now at the service position.
Helmers. They'll go to it, Eddie Colon. She gets a deflection and keeps Miami in this third set. Wilson to serve now, the senior from Turkey. Helmers to Fenton, over to Gardy. Some offense or some defense from Danilovic. Gardy tries again. Bounces it off the tape. Falls back to Notre Dame. And the point to Miami.
And just like that, the Hurricanes get 2 back, but that possession and this set as well being played off of the digs and sets from Lily Fenton.
Wilson, we get late in set number 3. We'll go to Najee, sets it down on the right side, point Notre Dame.
Another great set by Lily Fenton, keeping that one in system, and Najee closing it out and finishing the job on the point as the Fighting Irish are 1 away from getting 1 back.
Lily Fenton emerging ever more as a setting option. She's got 7 assists and her team at set point against Miami. Strong attack there from Aurelia Colon. Drops in the middle at the feet of Notre Dame, 24-23 in set number 3.
That service from the Fighting Irish side from Maisie Alexander, her second time checking in the game. Dockery back in at the DSL.
Oriana Rodriguez. Purcell Pavilion, some energy, many on their feet. Gardy. They'll try Aurelia Colon, a deflection. And the pass up by Fenton. Outside attack from Gardy. Handled defensively. Back to Gardy goes Notre Dame. Kept alive by the Hurricanes. Drop shot there from Wiley. And we're tied at 24.
And a timeout called by the Fighting Irish captain.
Coach Rockwell said it starts with the passing. And then it goes to Lily Fenton, who has really settled into that setter role, becoming 1 of 3. You look at a few. You look at Baker, Sample, and Fenton all taking that role. We've seen the majority from Fenton. But for now, Oriana Rodriguez, set number 3, tied at 24. She's got the serve. Topspin serve to Helmers. Fenton back for Najee. And the kill. Notre Dame 25, Miami 24. Set point for the Irish as they look to run off with 1 against number 14. Sends it to Rodriguez. She can't handle it. Baker's serve. Aurelia Colon misses wide. Set number 3 goes to the Fighting Irish. 3-1. And also to that hitting percentage difference, Miami hitting at a clip of 307 to Notre Dame's 146. But Notre Dame was able to get enough to go their way, especially with the block last set, to give them the win in set number 3. But we play on to set number 4. Aurelia Colon sends the free ball to Helmers. Here's Najee. She has had a big arm, too, from the right side tonight. And the attack from Heredia Cologne. This is wide.
Heredia Cologne brings the strength, but not the accuracy that time. And the Irish will start this set up 1-0. They started off last set up 1-0, and were able to get one back on the Hurricanes.
Helmers to Danilovic. And this time, she's on target already, Cologne. 1-1, we are in set number 4. As kill number 24 for the senior from Santo Domingo. Gardy, left side, over to Wilson. Already Cologne. 3 attacks, and on number 3, she's too far.
Error, kill, and error from Heredia Cologne and set number 3. We'll see a substitution rotation from the Hurricanes as they look to defend.
Maisie Alexander in the serve. And she gets the ace. It was Rodriguez that came over for the save, and she'll be slow to get up over by the scores table.
Asked head coach Ken Ogundada on sophomore setter Ariana Rodriguez. He says she loves to train and loves film and is passionate about becoming a really good setter. He said she is well-rounded, old-school volleyball player that can do everything. She has confidence and comfort in failure and a willingness to take chances, and that she's beyond her years, a joy to coach, and that she's got fire. And we've seen that fire tonight. Back to you.
She'll pick up the ball to serve it right now. We're glad she's back in after getting some quick attention on her sideline. Already Cologne in the meantime. The kill for the Hurricanes as Notre Dame leads set number 4, 3-2. With Rodriguez back in. Rodriguez to Heredia Cologne. Sent right at Dockery with some speed.
Heredia Cologne, back-to-back kills. Last one, Maisie Alexander unable to dig it out. Dockery subs in, and she's unable to dig it out as a defensive specialist.
26 kills for the senior. Hitting it at 291. Serving again is Rodriguez. Over to Helmer's nearly overpass, kept alive by the Irish as they scramble, and the point goes to Miami.
Irish all out of sorts. Rodriguez will be back at the service again as Miami will take the lead now up 4-3.
It really started with that first ball to Helmers. The Irish had to sort of tip it back to get back in system and couldn't recover from there. Rodriguez to serve to Helmers. This time the pass is good. Tied up by the antenna. Point Notre Dame. The set tied.
Well, that one tooled off the Hurricanes' blocking defense. A great effort to try to stop Morgan Gardy, but unable to corral it as the Irish will get the point back.
Lucy Trump steps in for Notre Dame. Maya Baker, the freshman, with the serve. Notre Dame scrambles, point Miami.
Wiley on that one, seemingly finger rolling it over the top of the net. And the Irish unable to be back in position, not in home base.
2024 ACC all-freshman team, Logan Wiley, the sophomore from Alpharetta, Georgia. Trump to Heredia Cologne. They'll go to Injai. Trump has it dug out by Feliciano. Heredia Cologne, back row, a missile over to Helmers. What a kill for Heredia Cologne.
We've been saying that phrase quite a lot tonight. That one brings her up to 27. But this is normal for a player of her caliber. You mentioned the 42 kill game she had a couple games back against Florida State.
Miami up 2. Trump has tried a couple times. It's been Durst and Wiley up there. Once again, and it's just relentless defense from the Hurricanes, Njai and Durst.
Irish trying to provide some kind of attack.
Wiley and Njai. Some offense from Grace Langer. 7-5, the Hurricane lead.
Wiley, a bit of an addition to the Miami Hurricanes, sophomore, attending Alpharetta Raiders High School and transfer from Georgia Tech, all ACC freshman team selection last season. So familiar with the difficulties of the ACC.
Lucy Trump from the right side. You're right, that all freshman team nod came with Georgia Tech. She's over here with Miami now. 82 sets played, 65 kills coming into tonight. Feliciano, strong defense. Aurelia Colon, and somehow finds that back line.
Thought that one might have gone out of play, but no. Finds the back line, sneaks it in there. And a great play by the Hurricanes is now Feliciano will take the service.
28 kills for the reigning ABCA National Player of the Week, Aurelia Colon. Again from the right side goes Notre Dame. Lucy Trump, 4 kills now for the senior from Florence, Kentucky. Grace Langer, the middle blocker, with the serve. Langer digs it out. Baker goes to Helmers. Rattles it down for the point from the outside.
Yeah, Helmers finds the area where it's able to trickle down, bounce off of the blocking defense from Miami and into the net and back down onto the hardwood.
Langer again. Back set for Njai. No way, says Notre Dame.
Bo been a key component as well for the Fighting Irish, someone we didn't expect to be in the game, but has been performing phenomenally at the middle blocker position.
Just 9 sets coming into tonight. He's factored in as well.
3 blocks, 2 kills.
Miami will call timeout. 10-8, the Notre Dame lead. Notre Dame took set 3. They threaten in set number 4. A 4-0 scoring run for the Fighting Irish. We step aside. 44 kills for Miami, 33 for Notre Dame. The blocking has emerged for the Irish, allowing them to stay in these sets, but you can't block that from the back from Aurelia Colon.
No, the sets have been able to stay in system for the Hurricanes and given Aurelia Colon as well as Wilson time to wind up and explode on the kill, as Aurelia Colon did there.
Amina Njai, the serve. Trump tries from the right side. She's got another kill.
Trump
5 kills now for the senior. When Notre Dame won the last set, we saw some spark from her.
That's right, well, 3rd on the team now for the Fighting Irish.
Trump to serve now. Back row again from Aurelia Colon. This time she's too strong. (12-9), the Notre Dame lead. Trump again. Too strong. The 13th service error for the Fighting Irish. And as Lucy Trump steps off. Sonia Danulovic on the other end. Dug out by Evans. Aurelia Colon, a pair of blocks. It's Najee and Bull again for the Irish.
We expected it all night long from Langer and Bjork, number 1 and 2 on the team in blocks, but tonight it's felt so much more in the favor of Najee and Bull.
The pair have both been in on 4 blocks apiece. Helmers can't land it. Another service error. The ace has also factored in. Notre Dame was at 0 for a while in that category. They're now tied with the Hurricanes at 7 apiece. Najee tries to tap it over. Heredia Colon to Helmers. Gardy, big swing. No deflection, point Miami.
That time the angle was not there for Gardy, just a little bit too close, pressed up against that net. And the timing of when the ball came down, not optimal for the sophomore from Angola.
Talia Wilson has 1 ace. She serves now. They'll try Gardy again. Rodriguez was up there to help shut it down, in addition to Wiley. But the point goes to Miami.
Gardy trying to float that one up over the line, just out of play, dancing around that line.
Wilson again. Up by the middle. Easily pounded down by Rodriguez.
Rodriguez with the seam splitter will bring the Hurricanes to break the deadlock and take the lead.
Miami the 4-0 scoring run. Wilson again. Gardy. Pair of deflections, and a quick drop shot by Ariana Rodriguez.
Sneaky play by Rodriguez, this redshirt sophomore from New York. Catches the Fighting Irish lacking as they extend their scoring run to 5.
2 consecutive kills from Rodriguez. 5-0 run. Hurricanes. Najee tries to put an end to it, and she does. A strong arm from the right side. She's got 5 kills. Set down by Heredia Colon. Finding the middle. 16-14 the Miami lead.
And though Najee, the point before, was able to get the offense going, needs to keep the defensive pressure up, otherwise can let a phenomenal player like Flor Marie Heredia Colon slip through the cracks.
30 kills for the senior. Not this time from Najee. Heredia Colon was among 2 up there to shut it down.
That combining with Bull 4 times.
Back set for Najee. Too far, point Notre Dame. (17-15) the Hurricanes lead. Maya Baker, the freshman setter, checks in to serve. Over to Danilovic. Once again from the right side, Heredia Colon.
We've been calling 12 all evening as she'll head back to the service.
Heredia Colon, 31 kills. 42 against Florida State. She's almost nearing that again. There's Jasmine Vergara getting in on the action for the Miami Hurricanes, the grad student from Buenaventura, Colombia.
And transfer from Tennessee State as well, providing lots of experience in ball control, finds her name on the stat sheet.
Trump sends it over. Rodriguez sets up Danilovic. Back row from Heredia Cologne. Gardy, big swing kept alive by Heredia Cologne. We'll try Morgan Gardy again. And the point goes to the Fighting Irish.
Even as the Irish are able to slow things up, Dockery keeps it in system. Gardy with the attack. They still have to face the threat of the Hurricanes blocking defense right there up against the net, causing problems for Notre Dame.
Spin serve Gardy handled by the Hurricanes. Kept alive by Heredia Cologne. Danilovic sends it over. And Notre Dame hanging in there in the fourth set.
Clawing back at that lead that Miami has seemed to have gained in this fourth set.
A missile over to Heredia Cologne. Back set to the back row. Heredia Cologne, kill 32.
Wow, what a number, 10 away from her 42 mark that she had against Florida State, and providing a missile of her own will on that kill.
Baker all the way over to Helmers. Kept alive by Dockery. And ND tried to poke it over, catch Miami off guard. They send it into the net.
Yeah, that was
So
Baker
the attack
on the
air goes to
attempt.
Baker. Feliciano over to Evans. Trump cross court finds the line.
Trump brings it down with strength and will bring her up to 6 kills on the evening.
Danilovic, the kill. Some deflections. Langer tried to bail out her team, but the freshman from Serbia with the kill. Number 3 on the day. Olivia Durst, the freshman. 22 on the board for Miami. Trump floats it to Rodriguez. Feliciano, back set for Heredia Cologne. Now Feliciano goes to Danilovic, and she keeps rolling.
Danilovic able to get past the block, as well as another member of her family, part of that national team, Dominican Republic. And here she is now competing athletically in America, and just bringing that excellence here to NCAA women's volleyball.
42 kills in that first game against Florida State. She followed up with 32 in the Sunday match. And Miami stands at match point. Notre Dame showed some life in set number 3, but they've turned back to Heredia Cologne. And the Hurricanes are about to storm into Purcell Pavilion with the 4-game win over Notre Dame. Some confusion here. We're going to look for a review on what stands now as point number 25 for Miami. So a bit of an awkward ending as the match point in question goes to review. Yeah, go ahead.
Delaying this, sorry about that, Will. Delaying the seemingly inevitable, though, here for the Fighting Irish, as they trail. They need 7 more points to try to get that set back. Actually 8, because the Hurricanes were at 24.
So they'll be looking at whether a deflection occurred. It currently stands as an attack error by Lucy Trump. The point on the board here favors Miami. So kind of float in a bit of confusion here, but at any rate, it's at least a 6-point lead in the fourth set. Here's a look at it. And we'll look and see if that deflection occurred at the net.
Yeah, again, got to look and see the change of direction on the ball. Also, keep in mind the ball moving in front of the camera here. We can't really see exactly where the contact is being made with the hand if it is further away. The referees, the officials will be taking another look at that here at the scores table. Didn't see much of a change of spin, so wouldn't be surprised to see it go the other way. Take another angle at this one. Now there, right there.
Here comes the call. The call is confirmed, and Miami has taken down the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in 4 sets. Stay with us. Zora Rogers will talk to Heredia Colon in a moment. She had 32 kills. Some late life Luke from Notre Dame in set 3 and yes, in set 4. But what really did it for Miami?
Miami played to their